everyone, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Comic Cave Podcast. My name is Chris, and I'm always joined by my hetero life mate, Mr.
Russ.
And today we have a special guest joined by Super Saiyan Mike. What's going on, sir?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's actually VTRPLEI, but hey, we're gonna roll with it.
Today, coming up on Comic Cave Podcast. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We want to give a shout out to all of our listeners and all of our followers on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Instagram. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. Russell, what would you want to say to the audience out there?
Man, y'all definitely been killing it for us. As you guys know, we always doing those giveaways, and you're getting us closer and closer to actually being able to get this stuff off our hands. We got too much in the vault. We trying to get rid of it, and we.
Well, hold on, I don't know about that. Okay, that's my vault.
Yeah, we're definitely tapping into his vault. All he's doing.
You guys get the new stuff, all right? Mm-hmm. And maybe if I feel lucky, it may be 1,000 subscribers. We'll see. But our special guest joined, Mr. Super Saiyan Mike. What's going on, sir? I'm gonna call you Super Saiyan Mike because I know before this, you know a lot about Dragon Ball Z.
We was going in on that Dragon Ball.
Him and Russell found his partner in Dragon Ball Z.
Finally, somebody to really. No offense to my past guests, but somebody that can really go in on deep with this.
Nah, man, like Dragon Ball was like a major part of my upbringing, man. I remember my cousin. We were hanging out for the summer, and he was just telling me about like Raditz and like
Toonami. Did you find out about
Toonami? Oh man, Toonami changed my life, man. And Inuyasha changed my life. Like it was like all these mediums are just like super important to me, man, because it's motivational, right?
Right.
You kind of like find yourself in these characters. You like kind of push yourself a little bit further, and then when you go into the history of it, you find out that like, oh, these stories have been passed down from centuries ago into now. Like with these stories, kind of shaped how the world we have today. It's just like they just re-rock it with these characters, with these faces, with these colors, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Beautiful thing.
So real quick, what all do you do? Because you had contacted me again. It's always about this music stuff when we normally do these interviews. But then I found out that you had a YouTube channel, and your YouTube channel is pretty dope. What do you do on your channel?
So on my channel, man, I basically break down the latest mangas from Dragon Ball, Boruto, a lot of the MCU shows like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to do a Wanda Vision video, but it's like very, very dense, right?
Right.
Right now, I'm going off of Bad Batch, the newest Star Wars series.
Don't spoil it for me.
Oh, nah, I got you, man.
There are 2 episodes out so far?
It's really 3 because the first one was an hour long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm anything from basically thank God for Disney Plus because that is gonna help me quit my job. So we're up, man. We're up. Let's go.
I noticed on your channel you do a lot of the video game play.
Yeah.
You said it was also for copyright stuff, but you be big into the video games as well.
Yeah. Like I'm a real big fan of Dragon Ball Fighter, man. Like I did a tournament when I was in college, and I kind of I beat
Smash
everybody.
Brothers.
Smash Brothers, nah, man. That was like GameCube. I got Resident Evil instead of Smash Brothers.
I was about to ask you, what system are you playing it on?
Oh, Xbox. Xbox.
Okay.
Yes,
Xbox. Come on, this is a PS5 family over here.
I'm a broke boy, man. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about Sony, man. I know Microsoft been here. You gonna say here?
I'm a Sega fan myself.
Nintendo or Sega?
Oh, Sega, man. Sonic, come on.
You know what?
That's 5 against 1 now, right?
This just furthers my ideas on Sega and Xbox. You'll get those with some secret content. But, so you say you have Xbox, the newest one, or you have the Xbox One? Xbone?
Nah, I'm a broke boy, man. We straight Xbox One this thing. We straight Xbox One. Maybe one day we'll get to the Series X, man. But like, I'm gonna need. Hey, y'all gotta subscribe to the channel. Get me there. Vdollatheater, man, on YouTube. Please come to the channel, man. We got really good content.
PC
man.
gaming?
Nah, I'm not there yet, man. Like I've seen how big it is, and you know what? It would be way better if I did PC.
Yes, because I converted. Yeah, I'm a convert from console to PC, and I want to ask you this question because I want to see if you're feeling the heat as well, just like our PC master race. So there's because of COVID, there's a huge shortage, and also not just because of COVID,
I like where we're going.
Shortage of graphics cards, and everyone's using them, buying them up for Bitcoin mining and stuff like that. There hasn't been any new PS5s or any new Xboxes. As far as I know, I don't think there's any new Xboxes out right now. Because of the graphics card and so many other things, COVID and so on and so forth. But because of the biggest thing is graphics card. Now, how do you feel about that? Do you think like people are just buying this shit up because it's like, hey, let's try to Bitcoin mine. It's the new gold rush from the 1930s.
Yeah. Now we're in a new gold rush, and it's beautiful to see. First things first, dodge to the moon. Listen, I hate my job. Dodge to the freaking moon. But seriously though, as far as the graphic cards and microprocessors, all these pieces of things that we don't have right now, it's an opportunity, right? Because like someone can figure out a way to make a different one that we can actually throw into these computers, and we won't have to worry about like, hey, if we don't have the supplies, we can't make them.
When one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah, because COVID really like opened up a lot of people's eyes to like what resources really you had. For so long, I think we just used these phones just for like more vanity type reasons.
Right.
But now we're to a point where we're like, oh no, you can actually make some money off your phone if you go about it the right way. You be consistent, and seeing people kind of like now are kind of freaking out because like, oh, I can't get the right computer. Like that's why I was saying with as far as the PC gaming.
Right.
Reason why I should get into PC gaming is because I would be able to mod. I would be able to do so much
mods.
stuff. Yeah, I would be able, I think my quality would be a little bit better just because instead like when I do my streaming, I have to either do it from Twitch or from Xbox. I download it to my computer, I kind of edit it the way I need to, but there's always that missing window of, hey, the clarity's not there. So sometimes like that won't, I ain't gonna say confuse the audience, but it's just not gonna look as good as maybe like an Afro Sanju,
right?
Maybe like a so many gaming YouTubes, man. Maybe even a MatPat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with game theory.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game theory because
that's my boy, man. Like he's one like him, like Cosmonaut Marcus, man. Geekdom. Freaking
I know Geekdom.
Yeah, Geekdom. Comics Explained, Dope Spill Comics, man. There's so many like.
Do you watch Young Ripper 95? Do you watch that guy?
Nah, I'm not familiar with that channel. I probably, you know what's crazy? I probably have watched it because like YouTube just keeps going.
Right.
You know, so
you like this? How about this?
Yeah, straight up. That's why I'll be trying to get them ads right, but Google be taxing, man. Hey, to all you content creators out there, make sure you know how to use YouTube ads because listen, you will not be able to run them if you do not pay. Like it's a real thing.
Now I see. I've seen your page and I've seen some of your videos, and I saw your review on Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon, the new Captain America and Winter Soldier now, as you know.
Always say the C, right?
Right. I saw the fighting games that you play. Are you master? Because I saw. Is that you playing?
Yeah, that's
somebody else
playing. No,
that's
me
you playing. Okay,
yeah,
so I would die against you. Like I could not. There's no way I could.
Man, that's like the best compliment that I've ever heard. Like my cousins used to like bully me like with those games.
But then again, I'm a button masher. Who knows?
Yeah, like I had to like learn. Like when I go to Crosby, like shout out to Crosby, shout out to the Krugers, man. Shout out to Bear Station, shout out to McNair, man. Like when I would go out there for the summers, yo, man, like we'll hoop for a little while, we'll go do some hood rat stuff, and then we'll go play the game. When it's too high, because my aunt be like, nah, y'all not about to die here, and y'all mama calling me. You feel what I'm saying? So
in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Hey, man, on the playground, my mom was like, don't go outside because you got asthma. But yeah, man, like we spent like a lot of time playing those games, and like I'm way younger than them. Like I'm about 3 years younger than like my closest cousin, and they used to smash me on Tekken, Street Fighter. Budokai is when
I was about to ask about Budokai.
Yeah, Budokai is when I started to like learn how to play. Then I learned how to play Marvel vs. Capcom. Like I'm trash at like the older Street Fighter games, but making a Marvel vs. Capcom,
older Street Fighter,
like the Street Fighter 2 and stuff like that, because I can't play it the way you play like a Marvel vs. Capcom.
Right.
So it's like, well, once we get into Marvel vs. Capcom, oh yeah, you like don't like this.
Is that why you like the Fighter Z? The same kind of.
Yeah, it's the same kind of play way, and then two, like I just love fighting games. Like they're so much fun to me, man. Mario Kart, I'll play it, but like I'm like
his ass on Mario Kart.
Yeah, you got me in Mario Kart.
I like the traditional, man. Mario Kart 64. That's
the OG one.
That's where it's at for me.
That's the OG
64
one.
64 sucks.
Like Star Fox, man. I got into an argument with like one of my cousins. Like we were about to like really like we've been fighting all weekend because like 4 of us, so like we're like young and rambunctious. Yo, we were about to like I was about to like throw a chair at him behind like Star Fox because he kept saying that he beat me, and I was like, fam, it's right there. But like everyone's like way louder than me because I'm a little bit more not timid, but I'm a little bit more like, no, it's right. Why do I need to yell when the proof right there? You was about to get down behind that game, man. Shout out to Mike, man.
That's hilarious.
Good times.
Russell, take it away with your anime questions.
Yes, that's what I really wanted to get into. So you've been keeping up with Dragon Ball Super, the manga.
Yes, yeah.
We are now in the granola arc. I kind of want to get some of your thoughts on this.
We are.
Granola? I eat granola.
Yeah, Big Nola, man. I call him Big Nola. I was born in New Orleans, you know,
so
juvenile fan.
Akira Toriyama and now Toyotaro has been keeping the tradition going. He likes to name his characters after like food and fruits. And
really?
That's why Vegeta's vegetable technically. Piccolo is like a piccolo. Like
Broly's
he names
broccoli.
it after things like that. That's a common tradition. It's not Goku, but Kakarot.
Kakarot.
Is a carrot.
Carrot.
Yeah. So
is that why his shit is orange?
I heard that Goku was actually like a gangbanger, bro. I heard like he's like a big he was like the Goku family tree Bardogs. They were like big Crips back on like the same.
Crips.
Yeah, big Crips on Planet Vegeta. So shout out to them, man. Like
that's hilarious.
Like,
so I know. Let's start with the Moro arc real quick. What were kind of some of your overall thoughts? How'd you end up liking that arc as a whole?
I thought Moro arc was really good because it's like I think with Dragon Ball kind of coming back, I think we have an opportunity to go back to the essence, right? Like a Dragon
about it being about the combat itself and not just power levels.
Well, not even just the combat, just the storylines. Because like we kind of got to this point where like there is a central bad guy, right? And with Moro, it kind of went back to the King Piccolo saga, with like the old OG Dragon Ball, where it's like Goku and he has to fight through all these enemies to get to King.
Yeah.
And so
he actually brought the army with him.
He brought the squad with him. He was like, I'm about to man. He was with the business.
That's why I think a lot of people did enjoy it, and it also gave a little bit of shine to some of our side characters. Yamcha getting some shine, and Tien and Krillin and teaming up with Master Roshi. So having that other crew there actually gave something to do for the side characters to do. Still felt like it wasn't quite enough personally. But then again, there's so many characters, but I don't know, like other anime still seems to be able to give shine to like their side characters a little bit more. So I feel like Dragon Ball could too, but definitely I feel you on that. Something that I've been torn on myself that I want to get I haven't been able to talk to somebody about this that's a fan themselves that's read it. What did you think of specifically Goku's final move against Moro when he gave that giant version of himself?
He basically did like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Naruto.
Yeah.
But he basically did like a Susanoo or like the Tail Beef version for himself, which I think it was a little bit overpowered. But when we see the realm of the power of like, where did Vegeta go to get his like new powers?
To Yard Rat.
Yeah, we've now seen the scale of this race's power, right?
That's why I'm glad you brought up, because this is what I've been wanting to really get into. I've seen people say that gigantic version of what he did was the Yard Rats version, how they grew larger. I don't think that's the case though, because when you look at how the Yard Rats did their gigantification version, it was literally them physical. You could see them, they looked like normal, they just looked like they got bigger. However, when Goku did it, it was like a spiritual version that came out. I don't think that's the same technique personally, and we don't have like a definitive like answer on this yet. I could
power scalers get to work.
Right. I could see how people would make that connection. Oh, it's just their version of the gigantification. But then why does it look like a spirit? Why does it not just look like a large Goku? To me, it's like a different technique. So I personally, I didn't really like that happened, just because it felt like it was a move pulled out of his ass, out of fucking nowhere.
Oh, but that's the thing about Dragon Ball. Like, that's the thing about anime in general. It's so much ass pulling. Like, I've accepted it a long time
ago. But I don't feel like Goku's ever done this in the past. Anytime that Goku's used a technique, we know where he got it from. The Genkidama, he got it from
King Kai.
Exactly, King Kai. The only thing that kind of came out of nowhere was his Super Saiyan, but again, we at least got an explanation for that. This has no explanation. Came out of fucking nowhere, in my opinion.
I mean, I can see that, but then what for me is like the level of like for Goku's and Vegeta to get to this god power, they have to have like an immense level of chakra control. Like, and I think they kind of explained that in the manga, not the manga, but in the anime more so. Like when we were talking about like the side characters and whatnot get some shine, I think we're going to get a chance to see more of that in the anime. But the manga is like the source material, so it's a little bit more quick, a little bit more to the point. But as far as the big form of Goku,
fair point.
Like I kind of was like, that's kind of like a lot. But then when you see like the scale of like, we'll think about this too, right? Vegeta got that power to give to Goku from Oob.
Right.
And Oob, if he's
another thing.
He's a reincarnation of Boo, and Boo's able to like Boo, like I'm gonna say Buhan, right? He was able to like break universal barriers and like expand his body. So if that level of power is inside of Oob, then I can see Goku like instantly triggering, because Goku, like even in the manga, like he was able to use the Haka he used it on Goku Black. Right. So it was like, okay,
I have that shirt.
Yeah, like code, right? He's just like blown away. And now Vegeta's like super focused on like trying to learn that
actually perfecting it, because apparently that was an imperfected version of
it. He was just like, I hope this works, because like at that point they were out of options. And that's what I love about like Super right now. They don't have a lot of options when they fight these characters. And I'm so happy about that, because it's like with Boo, it's like you had Super Saiyan 3 this whole time in the tuck, and you didn't use it, and you let the Earth get blown up, bro. Like, like you are silly.
I definitely do love the direction that Super has gone and is continuing to go, where power scaling is obviously still happening. They were getting more and more powerful. However, they are still putting more of a focus on, like, so God Ki, it's a more controlled form of ki.
Yeah.
So it's more about technique again. And I definitely love that. That's that old school Dragon Ball roots. Z kind of went more of the power scaling.
Yeah.
And I love the blend of the elements of both Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z within it. Like, we're getting some of the comedy, but we're also getting some of the more seriousness. We're getting... it seems like it's getting a little more focused. Not to say that there aren't still some of their plots. And perfectly honest, it's not better than Z in my opinion.
Yeah, nothing's gonna be Z.
I definitely still love to give it respect and that concept. So on Granola arc, what are your thoughts on the new dragon, bro?
I love it because I have this theory, and I've been like, I'm gonna work towards it, and I think it's gonna come into fruition.
Okay.
We're gonna get to a point where the Saiyans aren't gonna be obsolete, but we're gonna get to a point where like all these different Dragon Ball stories are gonna be reflected of these characters outside of Earth. Like with Granola, right? Like if you took away his like revenge plot, like you would have a relatively good like shonen like
story.
Yeah, you have a really good shonen story about this guy.
That's good motive.
Good motive. You have like the resources, and then you have the Namekian. And what's the show called? Dragon Ball Z. We're going straight back to the Dragon Balls. We're going back to the Dragon Balls, but we're not just like talking about the Saiyans anymore, because Goku's literally like a deity. Vegeta's literally a deity. If they want to show their friends, they can become deities. What about everybody else? And that's what the Tournament of Power did, right? Tournament of Power opened the door to like we have all these races, and we're gonna like get those stories and pull them out. And guess what that reflects? The Marvel universe.
Do you think that we're gonna start getting stories at any point about some of these other characters? Like
I think Dragon Ball Heroes is like a attempt to do that, but like still making people like kind of comfortable, right? Because
it's a promo anime.
Yeah, it's a promo, but then we have these GT characters, which I know a lot of people don't like GT. I was just happy to have cable, so I was gonna watch it anyway. Like we got.
I literally actually just rewatched it. I don't care.
It's a good series, bro. It's just like we have these like really
there's
weird.
Some hate for it.
But like, why do y'all have these expectations for these stories? Like, fam, you didn't make it. Like, relax. But
it can be said for Star Wars fans.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars. Like, I'm a big Star Wars guy. Like, how like people were like threatening these people's lives behind it. Bro, go outside. Like have you ever seen that meme? That SpongeBob meme of it calm down, son, is just a drawing. Like, calm down, bro. It's just a drawing. But what people are passionate about, like we're having like a whole show about it. So you have to be able to deal with both sides, but just don't bring that to my channel, please, guys. Let's be nice. Let's be friendly. Peace, love, positivity.
Be happy with some of the stuff that we get into. I definitely feel like at the same time, I don't know who to blame, Akira Toriyama or Toriyama, to be honest, but some of the stories on how they're developing, it definitely things seem a little bit rushed within Granola.
For sure.
Like just how quickly the two Dragon Balls from Serial came in.
Yeah.
How all of a sudden it was just convenient he happened to be back on the planet when the second one turns up. Like there's a lot of convenience behind it.
100%. Like I don't deny that at all. Like the story is like a little flimsy.
There's some issues
very
there,
flimsy,
but overall still like the direction that it seems to be going. But my question to you is how long? So the Moro arc in the Dragon Ball series lasted for what was it, 2.5 years?
Yeah, about that.
How long do you think the Serial arc is going to go? Because they are rushing it. It seems a little bit more than even the Moro arc.
I think we're going to probably have like about another good 2-year window, because here's the thing with the you're pretty much caught up, right?
Oh yeah.
The
day they drop, bro, I'm getting them.
You feel me? You feel me? Like Nola is like just kind of like the stand-in right now for the Heaters.
Yeah. And
the Heaters, a little fun fact, we were talking about the characters and whatnot, they're named after like different power sources, like electricity, gas, and whatnot. Right. So
all those puns.
Toriyama's a fool. But yeah, man, like one of the things that's gonna happen with that is like Granola is probably going to eventually join with the Saiyans, and they're going to team up on the Heaters, and that is.
Wait, how do you think Frieza's going to play into it?
Frieza is probably.
He's going to be in this arc.
He's going to be in this arc. Yeah. I think Frieza's probably going to like cross over that line and get erased, right? That's why I think we're getting closer and closer to, like, because Frieza, like, he's been plotting, like, don't forget, like, Frieza brought Broly to Earth to go kill the Saiyans after I didn't brought you back to life, bro. Like, I thought we were friends, not friends, but we can at least be associates. You still bring this nonsense to my career, bro? Tripping.
No, that dude. So I have kind of my own theory. I'm curious about what you think. As far as how long the series is going to go, I think it's going to go like one of two ways. Either I think it's going to be a shorter series and it's only going to last maybe a year and a half or so.
Okay.
Or kind of what you're saying about them teaming up. I do think the team up is inevitable within the series. or something is about to happen within the next couple of chapters when they do face each other, and we're gonna get like a really big flip of the story, and something different is gonna happen that we don't quite see. Like Toriyama definitely likes to do those plot twists and things like that.
I hope so. I hope so. Like I remember reading the Naruto series,
because I feel like something big is going to have to change in order for the story to go
to keep
that
progressing.
long.
Like when we got the Naruto series, when Madara got introduced, became like the god or whatever, right? That was a whole big flip, because then now we're starting to get into like the historical part of Naruto. So I think we're gonna like, we kind of already got a tease with the historical part of Dragon Ball with like going back to the Saiyans. Like we seen like Granola had like PTSD from like what the Saiyans did to his planet. So I feel like we're gonna get to a place where like Toriyama's gonna really flip the script and really have to make the Saiyans have to make them embrace and understand their history.
And that's a large part of Vegeta's story with that right now.
With Beerus right now. Beerus told him, like, you will never be able to be Goku as long as you carry all this resentment, all this pain from what you did in your past.
He's telling him that he needs to embrace that Saiyan heritage and not necessarily just, what's the word, like, no, like
because Vegeta has like had a great arc, right? Like he went from like this arrogant Saiyan prince to like this relatively good ally to now this rival to his best friend who became a god.
And this is another good and bad thing about Super. I feel is, on the one hand we're getting some like really new chances for character development, but then at the same time we're getting like repeat lessons and stuff, like Goku giving Moro another chance. And like, bro, you literally had your son, you told Gohan to not waste energy on Cell and take him out, but then you're doing the same thing on Moro a few years later. Like
CPS would have like super arrested Goku. I don't know if they have the power to do it, but they would have like.
Yo, there's a Robot Chicken episode where they actually do something with that. I can't remember exactly how it went, but like they got they got real upset with like Goku because he was like called CPS or like the police on him or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like you know what you did? Like you put the Earth in jeopardy behind like, hey, I just want a good fight. Like, nah, bro, you need to be locked up.
Do you think that they're ever going to get past that? Do you think that's going to be a lesson for Goku and Vegeta to stop not underestimating, but to stop giving the enemy a chance?
Well, if we're going like canonically, like GT is the next thing, right? And you see in GT, like Goku was not playing no games. He was murking.
I do really like, after rewatching GT, when he goes Super Saiyan 4 and the voice actor, it's still Sean Kimmel that does that, right?
I think so.
For that voice, but like when he goes Super Saiyan 4, the ferocity and the tone of Goku's voice and Vegeta when they're in that state is just like, it's pure, it's like rage, and they're still angry and no nonsense, and they're not as playful as they are in any of the other Saiyan transformations.
It's like focused primal energy.
You can hear it within their voice and
like
their tone.
Very focused, very primal, very like what I think King Vegeta and Bardock would want the Saiyans to be, right?
Hey, sorry guys, dog going crazy.
Shout out to the big dog, man.
Right. She doing too much. See, that's interesting. Yeah, I like that you bring that up. That's a fair point, and the progression that they can go along with that. You also mentioned Bardock and Granola having that PTSD about that. You think Goku's gonna find out that it was Bardock? That was the great ape, or we can assume that it was Bardock that was the great ape that messed up his planet.
I think we're getting closer and closer to that, because even with
sorry guys, she messing up stuff.
Even with the Broly movie, right? We got a chance to get like a new visual on Bardock.
I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna let her out.
It's all good, man. Yeah, man. I think Bardock. I think we were finally getting a chance to see like Bardock like have a bigger role in Dragon Ball outside of just being like this fabled character. You know, like kind of like one arm Gohan. Like we're getting to a point where it's like, all right, bet, like, nah, this is all important for a reason. And I think once Goku has, because we rarely hear him talk about Bardock, right? We see him like be very embracive of his grandpa Gohan, of Master Roshi and stuff like that. But you have to embrace the other side, and he's even starting to do it, because like he told Broly, call me Kakarot and Goku.
Yes, he's had this lesson a couple of times now. Yeah, him embracing it a little bit more with Broly, this is true. But then also when he was on planet Namek and when Vegeta dies, he kind of embraced that side as well. And Vegeta's death there. Yeah, man.
But you know, he did embrace it, but he didn't have knowledge of like what his lineage is. He just had the overall, okay, I am a Saiyan, so let me like embrace it.
I wouldn't say embrace, but accept it.
Accept it, because remember Raditz came, he was like, you're a Saiyan. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm a human, and it's like, bro, you had to tell, bro. What are you talking about? No human has that. But
right. Well,
nerds.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
this boy over here just quiet. No idea what's going on.
Nerds. I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Nah, man. This is fun time,
if you don't mind, man, let's get into these other questions as well.
Of course. So at the end of every episode, or whenever we have an interviewee, we like to ask these top 10 questions.
Let's go.
And since you sound like you know what the hell you're talking about, no offense to the other people.
Hey guys, tell me about it on Vdollatheater on YouTube. Come in the comments, tell me about how much
we will
know.
definitely have his YouTube channel, and you have a TikTok and all your social media.
Yeah,
we'll get into that at the
yeah,
end, but all of it's linked down below.
Russell's the first one to go, so Russell, go ahead.
Oh, I get to go first. So who's your favorite comic book publisher?
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. And you mentioned that they were sold.
The Mask?
Before.
Yeah.
Was The Mask Dark Horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't familiar. I just like Dark Horse because of their Star Wars stories.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had,
The
like,
OG Star Wars stories. I was about to ask what would be your favorite story from them then?
Probably there's this Vader comic. I can't think of the name of it right now, but he's basically trying to get Palpatine some medicine because he gets poisoned by some of the Imperial officers. One of my favorite Star Wars stories. Like it's so crazy because you actually get to see like Vader in his true form without like the presence of like, oh, I'm trying to get Luke, all that stuff. No. This is just like Vader day-to-day tasks. You know what I mean? Like, and I like the monotony of like him just like, all right. So, back to work again.
Just a regular dude.
Yeah, just a regular dude.
This makes me follow up question. What are your feelings on the Marvel Star Wars films or Star Wars?
I don't have time for that.
I films, the comics.
Yeah, I can get into it real quick. I enjoy them because like we don't have a lot of context because like every Star Wars movie is like a 3-year window at the very least. So we get like real good context because like you go from Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi. Like, how did Luke get that strong? We're getting that context. Even with Vader, like, okay, you had all these plans. Where those plans come from, and we're getting the chance to see like how vast the Force really is, and that's important because like it kind of gives more reference to the sequel trilogies. Like a lot of people like, how did she get the power so fast? How did Rey get so strong? All that stuff.
So they're actually giving context.
Yeah, they're giving like a lot of.
So you have to read comics in order to get the sequel trilogy.
Which is
doing that in general,
which is really crazy, right? A lot of people don't like that.
No, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's
the dumbest thing.
But I enjoy it because one, it's like I like to know like when me and my girl go to the movies. I love being like, yo, please be quiet so we get into the car, and I'll tell you all about it. You know, it's a fun thing, man. It like balances out the relationship.
Right.
Question number 2: who is your favorite hero and who is your favorite villain?
My favorite hero is probably Constantine.
Yeah, that's an original answer.
Like, he's my favorite. Like the Hellblazer comics, they're not so much for me, but the Constantine movie. I was in private school until I was in 6th grade, and that's when it came out. Yo, I wanted to be like a full exorcist, but I found I had to be a priest, and like I found out like what they got going on over there. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna figure something else out. But
do you collect?
But back in the day, I did a lot of. We have like mad hurricanes in Houston, so a lot of that stuff's gone now. But back in the day, man, I used to be a real big like Hellblazer. Like I had the Papa Midnight comic book series. And
man, like super dope.
Yeah.
Now, who's also your favorite villain? That's the second part of that question.
My favorite villain. Is it just comic books? Or can I go anywhere?
Anywhere, bro.
Madara from Naruto. Like, cause he was like the Uchiha.
See, I feel like he was short-come too, or they kind of screwed him over by bringing in that freaking moon bitch. Shit.
She was a lot, bro.
See, I haven't watched all of the anime, but I read the entire manga.
Okay, bet.
And that shit just was like out of left field to me. I was just like, no, like.
But that was a flip though, right? What we were talking about a second ago, like it was a stupid flip, but it was
exactly.
Like it gave you like a lot of context for like
future
stories.
So much up on Madara, and then you're just like, we need it to keep going. Here's this moon bitch.
Madara, like I love like the idea that like even though he hated the leaf, like he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna come to the leaf though with that nonsense. And I like the idea of like, okay, like the segregation and all that stuff. Like it's very like it's very like it's a modernized story, right? And so like I appreciate that aspect. But like and then too, like he's just so cold, bro. Like he was like, bro, 1 deep against like a battalion, bro. Like bro, and had them boys shook. Even like even when Hashirami came into the situation, he was like, I can probably get down with him, but why is his eyes purple all of a sudden? Like think about it, if he would have had that when they had that Battle of the Valley end. Yeah, it would be the village hidden in the Uchiha after that. But stuff happens.
So, all right, what if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Okay, are you guys familiar with the 007?
Yeah.
Okay. there's an old GameCube game called GoldenEye Rogue Agent.
Okay.
I would want both those eyes implanted into my head. Like,
Wow.
Because it's basically like.
Man, you come up with some original answers.
Yeah, nah, bro. Like, I'm down with the set, bro. I was watching this before. Like people were buying T-shirts at Walmart, like fucking posers. So I'm just playing, keep buying them, support the cause. But
Right.
Nah, man. Like, cause like it's basically like Magneto's powers. Like you can control magnetic waves. You can make barriers. You can move stuff. You can see through walls. You can hack technology.
Right.
If you have those powers and then train your body, like if you get your body to like the Daredevil level or like Iron Fist level, and you have the GoldenEye, like you're straight. Like you ain't gotta. You can basically be like a Jedi, and like Jedi's powers are like infinite. Like I don't know if you guys watch Screw Attack, but like they had this.
Oh yeah.
They had one Kakashi versus Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan. You would think Kakashi would beat the brakes off him. Obi-Wan was like, "I'm just gonna pray real quick, and I'm gonna cut you in half." Like, that's all it is, man. That's all it is.
So with such superpower, would you become a hero or would you become a villain?
Oh man, it depends on like the government, bro. Like I ain't gonna bro.
No, that's a really good answer. 'Cause
Like-
when we were talking about our ethics and stuff, what makes one of the questions we came up with, where I was asking, is why are some people considered a hero and some a villain? Like you look at you watched that episode?
Yeah, I did,
You
I did,
mention
man.
it.
I
So
did.
it's like
It was
like Magneto. Why is he a villain yet somebody like?
He's not a villain.
Well,
He just wants rights for his people.
exactly, but he's still considered a villain up until more recently.
Well, he just does what
But then you also have somebody like, why is my mind going to go blank on me? But Black Panther. There you go. That's another one. But he's similar. He wants rights for his people. He only cares about his nation.
He's got a whole
and he's a
goddamn
hero.
kingdom. No one's picking on the Wakandans.
So,
But like
my
Magneto
point
has
is
a whole
they
race.
have
though,
similar.
right?
They have
Like, he has
similar
a
motivation.
whole race.
And people are picking on them.
So I like that you said that. It depends
like,
on the government.
It depends on the government. It depends on the powers that
down
be,
for
right?
that.
Because like
I'm down for that.
Black Panther has like we don't talk about it a lot because he's so popular now. Black Panther has been the ops for a lot of times.
Right.
So with your eyes, like, would you help people out?
Oh, for sure, I'm helping. I want everybody to be up, bro. I'm trying to put golden eyes in everybody so that.
But if the government's like, nah, you're gonna be like, I'm turning against
bro,
you.
play with me if you want to, bro. Bad. We about to. I don't know if you guys like read the Communist Manifesto, but like we gonna be marching.
Communist Manifesto.
We gonna be marching it up in this house. Man.
We just got red flagged by YouTube.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. They're taking this shit down.
So who's your favorite illustrator?
Oh man, I want to say I can't hate that I lost the name. The guy who made Sandman.
Okay.
I want to say not Neil Gaiman. It might be Neil Gaiman, but the guy who made Sandman.
DC Sandman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the comic book is kind of hard for. I'd like watch other stuff.
Justice Society Sandman, or the Sandman from
Takes over the
I know what you mean.
and stuff.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay,
Like that art is like so crazy. I don't know like how much you guys are into like that type of stuff, but like I love like yo man, like the way he kind of like made those portraits and like kind of made it was like when you read it, it's like when you read a comic from like left to right, it almost to me it like flows over like seamlessly. Like it's
Plays
crazy.
more out like a movie type deal.
Yeah, man.
Very cinematic. Three
so-
Jokers did that, I feel.
Yeah, man. That what a comic, man. I hope they could bring that back. I hope they bring that back.
Who is your favorite writer?
Oh man, that is a good one. It's gonna be kind of like whack, man, but Tanashi Coates. Yeah, he did like some really good stuff with like the Black Panther series. I want to say he did something with Sam Wilson. Yeah, I think I can say with like 90% like surety that like he wrote like some of Sam Wilson's comics. Nice. Like and I just and he was like he's like the next Baldwin, right? James. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like his literature, but like I like that like someone like kind of taking that mantle up and bringing it to something so popular like comics, right? Like we don't. That's how you get everybody involved by bringing it to mediums that are like more seen by the public, but like a lot of like the more like astute, like the more in the soil like writers, they're like that's gross, right? But it's like I think you guys posted something about that the other day. Like I think old girl who's married to Jim from The Office, I hate that I can't Emily Blunt, and she was kind of like comic books aren't for me, which is fair, right? But it's like do you care more about the art or do you care about more of the argument to the people? And I think with Coates taking a lot of his writing, a lot of his ideas and putting them into Black Panther, you're giving it to the people, which always fun, which always good, man, because even like with I hate to drag on, but even with goddamn Falcon Winter Soldier, like those concepts have been like kind of teased in Marvel, but now it's like not only do you get them at home, but you get to watch them over and over. Like those ideas about like, okay, well, how does race play into you being a hero? How does race play into you being a villain? We get that a lot, right? Like, like we'll have like even with I didn't like it, but the goddamn Aquaman movie, right? Like the bad guy in there is a black dude, and it's like, okay, there's a reason why he's like
Manta.
Yeah, Manta. There's a reason why he's going crazy.
Shit, I thought Prince Orm. Like Prince Orm's not black.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
He's
man.
the real villain.
Yeah, man, but he was like a side villain. But it's like, okay, why is he a side villain? Why does he not have resources? Like that's a big. If everyone had the same resources, I feel like Avengers would probably not be as popping as they are. But
that's true. So what do you dislike about comic culture?
Man. Now this is about to fuck up. We ain't gonna be able to answer no more questions. First things first, I hate the superiority complex. Like, fam, like I said, like that joke about it's just a drawing. My guy, it is just a goddamn drawing, bro. Like, don't use this as a chance to like get your revenge for being like made fun of back in the day for not getting the attention. Yeah, bro. Like, cause you just like the people who's making fun of you, bro. Like that's so whack to me, bro. I don't like that aspect. I hate that like there's this kind of like barrier for entry. Like, fam, like anybody can go look up these comics and like go through them and enjoy them. Just because like they don't look like you, like don't make it fucking weird. And then like there's and then oh my god, man, like even with the YouTube communities, like that's why like I know how to get to people's IP addresses, so don't be fucking weird. But like nah, man, like why y'all like being mean to each other behind? There's so many other things to like worry about. Don't be so turned about these fucking comics, bro. Like they be like, I ain't seen people like put people on blast for it, but the audience eats it up because you know the audience they're like into the bullshit, you know. So it's like same shit with rap, right? They be into the bullshit, like somebody die and they be like, oh man, we need to stop it. But it's like, fam, like you perpetuating it because you fucking talking about O Block and you fucking in Florida, like fam, relax. So I just hate that. I just hate that aspect because if it was a different type of people who had that same mentality, that should be crazy, niggas. People will be shooting up comic book stores and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is so fucking whack, bro. Like, and then like
apparently they stopped selling Pokemon cards and stuff because somebody got shot over Pokemon cards.
Like it's so
like
crazy.
Walmart and Target, they're not selling them anymore.
Yeah, like they just happened. It's so crazy, man. And then too, like
because of how valuable they are, or something.
Nah, just people so wanted it. So people are so aggressive behind them, man. It's like, bro, if you don't go buy some fucking Dogecoin and get some money, bro, like relax, cuz. Like, and then like too, like I like, and it ain't trying to be like a fucking weird feminist, nothing like that, but like, yo, yeah, you know how I'm like, if you could like introduce, like when you teach girl stuff, like for our like straight view, or if you teach your partner stuff, right? Like that partner will want to be around you a little bit longer,
right? You
can use comic books as a way to teach someone who you're interested in about that, and they might be into you, but they so freaking like non-deodorant fucking weirdos. Fam, be nice. Like you ain't got like no, bro. But like Anime 2 is coming up, right? I've been to 2 of those.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fam, it be like, and guess what? I ain't gonna say they willing to go or whatever, but it's like, bro, if you be like a little less like weird, bro, you might be able to like.
That's why I don't watch anime.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly
like, bro, like, I just like this is like something I care about a lot, but like I have to like.
Goddamn weeaboos!
Stop, you fucking weeaboos, bro. Y'all's fucking up the game, bro. Like words of Pimp C, bro. Y'all done blacked out the game with y'all shenanigans, bro. Like these motherfuckers be weirdos, right? And then like they be so. I remember I was on the elevator. They were talking about this was like back in the day, bro. Like it was like 2015. They were talking about something with Naruto. I was like, oh, whoop the whoop the whoop, and they looked at me like, are you gonna steal our wallet? Bam! I seen the car you came up here with, bro. No, I'm not gonna steal your fucking wallet, bro. But they so like weird, bro. Like, bro, if y'all would not be weird, y'all can get some cool points, bro. Because it's pop culture now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like y'all can get some real cool points and like maybe not be.
That's a good topic. Maybe you could join us next.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But wrapping it up right quick because I would like to.
Man, I'm going on a rant about that shit. I hate that shit, bro.
No, that's a good topic. Like you know, because there are purists out there,
which is fair, right?
I'm one of them.
You need that.
It you know like. When it's out there in the medium, it's everyone's. It's not just dude. Don't like the movie Misery. I get it. You know?
Yeah, like
where she like kidnapped homeboy. And no, I don't like how you did this. Rewrite it like this. But wrapping up the questions, what is the one thing you would like to have in your collection?
Oh man, the one thing I would like to have in my collection.
What is your holy grail? What is your Infinity Gauntlet to have in your collection? What is
that first script from George Lucas, man?
Shit,
man, bro, man, that'd be like that's
a holy grail.
It belongs to the rat now.
Man, I get down with Disney for that, bro. He probably gonna murk me because Goku's gonna come behind and backdoor him. But like, listen, man, like, if I can get that first like script for Star Wars, man, that'd be amazing.
What would... Nah, I lost my... I forgot the question now because my...
You gotta think about that money, right? That money be crazy, right?
That's right. What other profession would you pursue if you weren't doing YouTube and doing this whole show stuff and pushing...
Oh, shout out to Exotic Pop, man. Shout out to all the good folks up there, man. Keep the world screwed up and hydrated. Right. But nah, man. I'm working on it eventually. I would love to like get me like a Netflix series, an animated Netflix series off the ground.
Okay.
Like that's like hopefully
you
like
got a concept in mind of what
oh man, I've been writing this thing since I was like in fucking 6th grade, bro. It's just like
what's your inspirations?
Man, bro, it's like Star Wars for sure, man. Constantine, like a lot of like the demon stuff. Like,
I mean, it can come to fruition. Todd McFarlane started Spawn when he was like what 12 or something like that. Yeah,
man,
he was young, and
like,
he finally did it.
Like when we, if we can figure out, like, I don't know if you guys watch Watchmen, but like a lot of the lore there is crazy, man. Bro, there's so many ways you can go about it, man. Like the ideas about like Catholicism and demons and stuff like that. Like that lore is fucking deep, man. And like I don't know how many people have had that opportunity to really just jump into it like super crazy. Right. That's one thing I would love to do, man. That would I feel like that would like change a lot of people's views on religion and like kind of not make them go back to church and be like, oh, this is important. I should like at least keep up with it, you know?
That's good, man. Last but not least, if you could spend a week in a fictional town or a fictional place, where would it be?
Man, bro, wherever Rick went to in the first episode, where he was like, I'm the oldest dude there, and like they would not stop like giving me like affection. I like bring me, bro. Like, cause I know like, and hopefully I ain't got like too young of an audience. I know them drugs out there must be crazy, bro. You can like, man, put like a little bit of that space gram on somebody's toes and just go to town, bro. Out of there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, as always, we have stuff to promote. Russell, what do we got for the audience?
At 150 subscribers, you guys have the chance to win this awesome designer figure, Libra Mayhew Batman. Ooh. It is, yeah, it's still in the box. It's super dope.
Still in the box. Mint.
All you got to do to win this is click the subscribe button, turn on all notifications, like and comment down below all the videos. The more videos that you like and comment on, the higher chance you have of winning, because it's truly random on how we're going to select you guys. And along with it, you also will get this awesome Space Cadets, the shirts. Super awesome, comfy fabric.
Space Cadets is an awesome store here in Houston, Texas, located up in the Woodlands.
Shout out to Space Cadets for hooking us up with this to give away as well. And definitely also go check out our comic giveaways on Instagram and Facebook.
As always, sir, thank you so much for joining us, Super Saiyan Mike. Please promote yourself on our stuff.
Hey, hello, friends. My name is VTRPLEI. I run a small YouTube page called Vdollatheater. Just look it up on YouTube. V''S dollar, like dollar. DOLLA.
Dollar bill, y'all.
You feel me? Dollatheater. Hey, I got a Twitch. I got a whole. You know what? If you go to Vdollatheater, go to the description, go to the about section. There's Linktree in there, man. You can find my Twitch. You can find my TikTok. You can find. That's pretty much it. Yeah,
we'll link everything down below.
Yeah, everything's on there, man.
I'll drop it down.
Yeah, drop it there, man. Hey, rock with me, man. Like I'm making this content. I just want everyone to like understand what they're watching and to care about it as much as I do, because it's great. Oh, hey, man, shout out to the good people at Exotic Pop, man. They laced me up with some sodas, man. Hey, man, go to exoticpop.com, download the app. You guys can find all the resources there. So much good stuff coming to the city. So much good stuff that can be given to you. So much good stuff for the world, man. And that's why I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Appreciate it.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris, also joined by my hetero life mate, Mr.
Russ.
And Super Saiyan Mike. Until next time, peace. May the force be with you, and Khan.